The medication does nothing but slow it down.
Yeah.
I mean, we have everything anything you can think of that's recognized by the FDA, she has. And I will say that apparently it has been effective in retarding the advance of the Alzheimer's. Like everybody sitting at this table, if we found a drug in South Africa that would do the wonders, we'd be on the plane this afternoon. You know. But I have a professional as a counselor, my daughter, who, by the way, is a brilliant young lady. She runs a couple of, not one, but a couple of pharmacies. She's very successful. I tell my son, he better treat her good. So what could you do? But that's my thing. When do I make the decision to move it to the next level? And it may be happening. And I may not be able to make December. We'll see. I'm not going to be a happy camper, and my sons are not going to be happy campers.
Think about it in a safety sense.
In fact, the nurse has told me she's refusing to take her medicine now. She spits the pills out. Tried crushing them, she spits that out. Tried putting them in applesauce, she spits that out. So she's not getting whatever medication. They've cut her medication way down because they felt she's already got any results that she could get out of either the German pill or the Advil, not the Advil, the Aricept, and I'll begin to say. And so I just kind of come back feeling a little blue because I said she's entered another stage. That's the way I felt. And I don't know, I'm having trouble coping with that. She just seems to be content to just sit there, complains about minor things like her legs hurt, this hurts, that hurts, but just in ways, that type of thing. But she's not nearly as vindictive as she was when she first went on it. I mean, she was accusing people of all kinds of things, and it didn't happen, but she saw it happen. That's the important thing. So now she's just very mild, very meek, but I said, this is getting tougher and tougher.
Yes.
It is.
Yeah, and sometimes, John, the anxiety will be an indication of another stage change. And that's the one thing that you'll notice on occasion is that, and just experiences with my aunt and uncle, you'll see that agitation, the anxiety, the discomfort on their part. And in some of the literature that I've read, and lots of literature, it's hard finding the real threads in there, but quite often they'll talk about the anxiety and all being a precursor to another step down in the stairs of the evolution of the disease.
Well, when the nurse told me about not taking the medicine, when the nurse herself said, I think she's entering the next stage. She sleeps most of the time now. She'll come right out from lunch, sit in a chair, and head goes down. I won't get anything out of it till about 3 o'clock when her milk is due. Then she kind of snaps out of it, and she'll drink her glass of milk, give me a kiss goodbye, and I'll go and say, I'll see you for lunch tomorrow. Okay, goodbye. It calls me by name, though. Why all of a sudden she's starting to call me John again?
That's an
for a long while
change,
she didn't call me by name.
Yeah.
Is she taking her medication?
And they've taken her off practically everything now,
Really?
except depression stuff, because they figure she's been on it long enough. It has, she's gotten what she could possibly get out of it.
Right.
And doctor says no sense spending money buying the medication if it's not going to do any more. And just try to keep her comfortable.
Says, you get to a point where you might as well stop.
Well, she wasn't taking it. She was starting
to. It isn't going to do any good.
She would see 12 pills put in front of her. I won't take that.
Oh yeah.
I told her, you got to give it 2 at a time. And just hand it to her. She'll put it in her mouth. Give her a glass of water. She'll drink it down. Yeah, but they were trying to put it in applesauce, crushing it up. She'd spit it right back out.
Yeah, it just becomes a source of agitation.
Well, that's right.
And I mean, they just don't need that upset in their life.
But as Al said, once I got in here, and she was safe and being taken care of well as you could possibly take care of, well as I was being able to take care of her. I kind of relaxed a lot